All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, as always, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Also, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all you brothers out there. And, this lesson, it's pretty much going to go into how, each one of us, we got our own, individual, basically path, to walk in this truth, all right? We're not going to have, the same trials and tribulations as, another brother. Yes, we may have similar things occur, but, we all have different spirits, different tests, and, different, I guess you could say burdens, affect us differently, all right? And, we have to remember that, each brother is not the same, their story is not the same. So we always have to consider that when we're dealing with one another. And then ultimately, really this walk is really for yourself, okay? Because you as an individual are going to get judged based on your works, what you put in this truth, while you were here on earth, all right? Since you woke up. And I guess we'll start off with this Philippians 2:12. And it reads, "Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling." And the main point is that last line there. It says, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. And that's what we got to do, okay? I can't tell this particular brother, that's with me, what to do. You can give brothers advice, spiritual advice, but you can't tell them, in a sense, what to do. All right? You can't basically also save them on your works, nor can they save you on their works. Okay? That's why it's very important to build your personal relationship with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. All right? Because really, the only person that's going to save you is Yahweh Shai, all right? Even Yahweh can't even, in a sense, can't save you, because really, Yahweh's not even dealing with us. We have to be on, basically good terms with Yahweh Shai, man, all right? Because he's that mediator. He's that one that's going to get us into the good graces of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh. You have something to say?
No. You want me to grade his Ezra's?
Yeah, that's good. Started what is it like it started at 6 o'clock.
This second Ezra's 7 verse 6. It says, "There is also another thing. A city is builded and set upon a broad field, and it's full of good things."
Yeah, and that's going into basically like the kingdom, all right? We're eventually gonna be able to enter into that that rest, that city where all good things dwell, all right? But before we get there, we have to, as the scriptures talk about, we have to labor so we can enter into that rest, all right? We got to, be patient. We got to deal with the trials and tribulations. We got to just, basically endure into the end, as the scriptures say. Those are the ones who are going to get saved.
It says, "The entrance thereof is narrow, and is set in a dangerous place to fall, like as it were a fire on the right hand, and on the left deep water." That's those tribulations, man. It's one. It said the entrance thereof is set at a dangerous place, man. And then when you go in, you got fire on the left, you got that water on the right. It says, "In only one path between them both, even between the fire and the water, so small that there could but one man go there at once."
And that's the main reason why we brought that out. Pretty much, you as an individual, you're gonna have to work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. You're gonna have to go through that path by yourself. Now, will you at times get help? Yes, because for example, that's why the Lord, they That's what does the scripture say? The things are written aforetime were for our learning, right?
Yeah.
That's why in the scriptures you had when Yahweh right, he was walking, when he had the the cross and he was walking to I forgot the exact name of the crucifixion site. It starts with a G for some reason. It slipped. No. That's the garden. I forgot. It starts with a G though. But Salaki, it slips in my mind. But basically the crucifixion site. He was walking that path by himself, right? But then what? He fell. He got weak, and then they had that Israelite help him out, and his name was I believe it was Simon, if I'm not mistaken, and he helped Yahweh Shai, basically lift up that cross, and he bared that burden, and he like I said, helped Yahweh Shai out, right? And that represents basically brothers helping you out in this walk from basically from time to time, but ultimately you're still gonna have to go on that path by yourself. You're still gonna be carrying your cross. Those are your personal burdens, man. All right. And that's something that with that being said, you as a brother got to understand that the men around you, they have different they have a different path, so to speak, set before them, and their trials and tribulations are going to be different from them, and they're not going to be able to do all the same things that you are able to do. I remember the brother Yanagi made a good point. He made the statement saying that, look, I can't expect brothers to do the same thing that I'm doing. He said I can be an example, but I cannot expect that brother to do exactly what I'm doing. And we got to be thinking about that. So that's why at times you can't always be in that like spirit of rebuking. You know what I mean? You gotta have that it's more of that spirit of understanding. Okay, why is his brother doing that? What's going on in his life? How is that affecting him as an individual? And then you when you think about all these things, then you get that spirit of mercy on you. And like, of course, there's a balance to it, no doubt about it. The point being though is you really gotta try to the best of your ability, put your feet in another brother's shoes, man. Think about how they're walking this walk. All right.
Here, I got a precept for you.
Come.
It's Romans 14. I'm gonna start at 1. It says, "Him that is weak in the faith, receive ye, but not to doubtful disputations." Because not every brother is gonna be not everybody. We all have faith, but it's different measures of faith. It says, "For one believeth that he may eat all things; another who was weak eateth herbs." It says, "Let not him that eateth despise him that eateth not, and let him which eateth not judge him." It's like, let him which eateth not judge him that eateth, for Yahweh have received him. So yeah, it's different measures of faith. Not all brothers are gonna basically be I guess you could say on that top plateau or that top tier. But hey, all brothers are what? We all are the same body, but not all members of the body are gonna have the same office. It says, "Let not him that eateth," Slaki, verse 4, it says, "Who art thou that judgest another man's servant? To his own master he standeth or falleth. Yea, he shall be holding up, for Yahweh is able to make him stand." And that's the thing, man. You may be how is it worded? It's a scripture I'm thinking of. Basically, I gotta actually get it. But you may be actually able to do some things that other brothers aren't. But you can't really judge those brothers. Sometimes you gotta have patience. Consideration is a big thing. Because what did Yahweh Shai say to I believe he said it to Simon. He said, "Once thou art strengthened, convert thy brethren," man. A lot of times, if you are stronger in something, the Lord really just set you up to go convert a brother that's weaker, man. And that's ultimately what we're set up to do, is lift up the weak knees, hey, and preach this gospel, man. But then a lot of times, it takes consideration, man, because think about it, the Lord had mercy with us, the Lord You know, he forbeared putting us to death. He gave us this opportunity to repent. You know, and a lot of times in judging these, making judgments and dealing with brothers, you gotta not only examine yourself, but how the brother said, put yourself in their shoes. You know what I mean? Really that spirit of consideration. Let me see if I'm gonna read this next verse. Give me 1 second to grab the other verse.
Kind you got it or no?
Yeah, let me see.
Because I was going to get another one.
Oh, go ahead.
I think it's in Corinthians, 1 Corinthians. I think it's like 14. It talks about how we're like different members.
Yep.
You know, because you mentioned that, you quoted that we're we're all part of the same body, but we have different members. Okay. You know. Give me 1 second. Maybe it's the 15th chapter. Salakia, I forgot where it's at exactly. Give me one moment. Salakia.
I got this for me.
Okay, Khan. Yeah.
It's Luke 22 and let me see, Luke 22. Start at 31. It says, this is Yahushua speaking. It says, and the Lord said, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, that he may sift you as wheat. You know, and of course, this is talking about Satan himself, man. It says, but I have prayed for thee, that thy faith fail not, and when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren. And this is Yahushua saying, basically, he prayed for Simon. He prayed to the Father for Simon, man. That's another thing, too. You know, you got to continually pray for brethren and yourself, that basically the Lord give you the strength that your faith doesn't fail, man. You know, and then once you're converted, strengthen thy brethren, man. That's ultimately why we're set up, man. We're restoring those breaches. You know what I mean? We're building the tabernacle, the house of David.
Khan, are you finished with it?
Yeah, that's it on this.
All right, Khan, I got this. This is 1 Corinthians. So like 1 Corinthians 12 and 4. Now there are diversities of gifts, but the same Spirit. And there are different administrations, but the same Lord. Okay, right there it tells you that we all have different gifts, different blessings, so to speak. All right, we all have different administrations, meaning like offices. And it says, and there are diversity of operations, but it is the same power which worketh all in all. And we have different operations, different function, basically functions in the body, man. Okay, you got, certain brothers that, they're greater than others. All right. Not everybody's going to have that, they're not going to all be on the same level. All right. Because I think it even says that we all have a different measure of faith. I think that's how it's worded, So you got to really think about that. Every brother's walk in their stories is different. Okay. I'm going to jump down now to verse 12. For as the body is one, and hath many members, and all the members of that one body, being many, are one body, so also is Yahushua. For by one Spirit are we all baptized into one body, whether we be Jews or Gentiles, whether we be bond or free, and have been all made to drink into one Spirit. For the body is not one member, but many. All right? So you got to remember that, We're all different members in this body, And every brother's going to have a different, in a sense, they're going to have a different, like I said, different path, a different story. Things are going to, occur in their life, which is going to, shift their life, so to speak, man. They're still doing what they're, what they're supposed to be doing, They're still serving the Lord. They're still putting in that work, but, they may not be able to show up to every camp session. They may not be able to show up to every, I guess you could say event, you know what I mean? Like meetings and hangouts with brothers, It is what it is. And some of those brothers, they want to do these things, but they can't. It may, certain brothers, they may have children, which, you know, that hinders them from doing these things, or certain brothers, they have jobs where they're on the road a lot. You know, you got brothers that, you know, travel. You know, they work, you know, for a company where they, you know, send them to different, you know, areas. Maybe they're in the, you know, to the they might work in the, you know, in the what is that, the trucking industry, you know, where they're all over the place. Or we got certain brothers that may, you know, they work awkward hours, so they you know, you know, their free time is when, you know, brothers may be sleeping, or, you know, or when they have, you know, free time, they're sleeping them damn selves, you know. It is what it is. Hey, but ultimately, hey, we're that same body, man. You know, we're all part of that same body, and we're fighting for the same thing, man. All right. You got anything else?
Yeah, I'm trying. Let me see. Give me 1 sec. I do got one though. I'm gonna read this one real quick. This is James 3:1. It says, "My brethren, be not many masters, knowing that we shall receive the greater combination." You know, you know. Ultimately, man, this is the Lord's inheritance. You know what I mean? Whatever lot the Lord has us set up, you know, we have to take oversight of the flock, man. But we, you don't want to be overbearing on the flock either. You know what I mean? You know, giving brothers more burdens than they could actually bear. But really just like doing too much in a sense. And give me 1 second. Let me jump back over here and grab this other one. And this is first. I think this is Thessalonians. First Thessalonians 5:14. It says, "Now, brethren, Salakia, now we exhort you, brethren, warn them that are unruly, comfort the feeble-minded, support the weak, and be patient toward all men." You know, we got to basically comfort the feeble-minded. And when you say, hold on, let me give you 1 sec, Salakia. 1 sec. I think I read the wrong one. Yeah. No, Salaki. This is 2 Timothy. This is the one I need. 2 Timothy 2:24. It says, "And the servant of the Lord must not strive, but be gentle unto all men, apt to teach, patient." You know, and that strive, basically, you don't want to always be that person who's when you look up that strive, it basically goes in making a war of words, or basically disputing things, in the sense bringing up a bunch of things that really aren't gonna basically be beneficial towards the body, you know. Because if you read above it, it talks about things to avoid. You know, I actually read verse 23. It says, but you know, let me jump up to 22. It says, "Flee also youthful lusts, but follow righteousness, faith, charity, peace with them that call on the Lord out of a pure heart." You know, so we're doing this out of sincerity, and we got to basically flee youthful lust. You know, putting off childful things. It says, "But foolish questions," it's like it, "but foolish and unlearned questions avoid, knowing that they do gender strifes." So some things we gotta like avoid. You know, some things are basically just gonna bring up strife in this in the truth, even amongst the brotherhood. You know, you just gotta avoid things that don't matter. Now back to verse 24, it says, "And the servant of the Lord must not strive, but be gentle unto all men, apt to teach, patient." And then you look up gentle, it says affable. When you look up affable, I believe it means, let me look it up one more time. It's like easy to talk to. Yeah, it says friendly, good nature, or easy to talk to. Basically having that understanding mindset, you know. Because a lot of times in this truth, you know, Jake will have all, you know, we'll know all the scriptures and have all the answers before we even hear the whole matter, the conclusion of things, and be ready to pass the judgment before we get all the details, you know. And a lot of times, you know, brothers will be going through some things, and a lot of times, hey, instead of coming with the like, I guess you could say that the super harsh spirit, a lot of times Jake just actually needs somebody to talk to, you know. A lot of times Jake just needs guidance, you know. It says agreeable. It says an affable or an agreeable companion. Let me see if there's any. Let me see. And I'm gonna jump back. I'm gonna go back to the verse now. It says, "And the servant of the Lord must not strive, but be gentle unto all men, apt to teach, patient. You know, and that's a big thing in His truth as well, patience, man. Because hey, the Lord is patient with dealing with us. We also got to be patient dealing with brethren, man. Some brothers, it's not gonna be their lot to do everything that one brother may do. One brother may have 10 talents, another brother may only have 5. You know, as long as that brother's doing one, some brother may only have 1, but as long as that brother with the 5 and 1 are doing what they supposed to do, you know, the Lord is gonna count them worthy. You know, so that's how you gotta look at it in this truth, man.
Con, you got anything else?
Nah, that's it on this one.
Con, I got one last scripture. I think it's in 2 Corinthians. Oh God, forget where it's at exactly. If you can, type in appear before the judgment seat. I know it's in 2 Corinthians. I forget where it's at though. Cause the scripture I want to pull out. All right, it says that we all must appear.
5 and 10.
Oh, it is the 5th chapter. Damn, I bypassed it. Oh shit, man. All right, cool. Yeah, this is 2 Corinthians 5 and 10. Let me see if there's anything above there. Man, this is a pretty good thing. Pretty good chapter. But you know, I'm going to get straight to the point. This is 2 Corinthians 5 and 10. For we must all appear before the judgment seat of Yahweh Shai. See, every man's going to have to appear before the Lord, okay? That everyone may receive the things done in his body, according to that he had done, whether it be good or bad. And, you know, ultimately, you know, we all have to, we're all going to appear before the Lord, and we're going to get judged on our works. Okay? You know, this is an individual walk. You know? And, you know, with that being said, we all have a different path. We have different burdens to bear. We have a different cross, man. All right, so to speak. Okay? You know? And that's just something to take into consideration. You know, when you're dealing with the brotherhood. We all, you know, we all have something, you know, we all have different things to deal with. And then on top of it too, I think you said this earlier before we were even you know, before we started, you know, making this video, that look, that particular brother, he might be able to handle that particular task, whatever it is that the Lord put in front of him, and you may not even be able to do it, you know? So why are you going to, you know, basically get on him about all these things, right? When you couldn't even do it yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You know? You really got to think about that.
Let me read this one for you. This Sirach 18 and 20. It says, before judgment examine thyself, and in the day of visitation thou shalt find mercy. So hey, we got to kind of, you know, hey, look at ourselves, and even in the judgments that we you know, push out there. Because ultimately we're all hoping for that mercy, man. You know, we read the verses, you know, it's basically up to the Lord whether a man stand or fall. But hey, that we're all looking for that. We're all looking for that mercy in a sense, you know. So that hey, and really everything we do is a judgment, you know. Hey, whether you tell brothers, hey, Akim, do this and that, we got to make sure ourselves that we're basically even doing this and that, you know. And it's even still apply mercy in situations. It's time for tough love, and it's time for mercy, you know. But that just goes in, like, you know, weighing things in a balance, you know.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Anything else?
No, that's it on this one. Let's see.
All right. Well, we probably end it off then. You know, with that, you know, hey, you know, hopefully this was edifying, and you know, just I can remember, you know, we all have our different walk, different path, you know, and just, you know, be more understanding, you know. Okay. That's really what this comes down to. Just, you know, have an understanding that, you know, the brothers that are, you know, to your left and to your right are going to have, you know, different situations go on. All right. They have a different spirit as well. And, you know, just be, you know, just be understanding to their, you know, to their, you know, situation and, you know, the things that you know, that they're going through. All right. But, with that, you know, we hope this was edifying. And as always, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. Also, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and salutations to all you brothers out there. Shalom.